Ladies and gentlemen, it's a brother Bolo Vienna, and I know lately Dr. Dayton Campbell do a little interview with well, not interview, a debate. I know some never listen it at first, me I go listen it, so I'm gonna give me reaction to what was said by Dr. Dayton Campbell. You understand? So let's get into what was said, yes?
Welcome back to Lead Stories 1 year anniversary show. Now, I did say before the previous break that I'd be asking about enumeration and what Dr. Campbell said about winning, but that's in the public domain already. I can't use the time to ask a soft question when there are two strong men here. So here's the question, Dr. Campbell. We all know that campaign this, campaign that is going to come down in large part to who the voter wants as their prime minister. Why is your leader the better one?
He's the only one that's certain.
The person that just said the groundbreaking story is 1 year ago. Let me show you that the thing just put out a while ago. 57 minutes ago on TVJ. Since as your other man, come like show proof. You know what is this? You see that? Groundbreaking for Raintree Commercial Complex in Cayman Ascent, catching TVJ News. What they say? 1 hour ago. I hope you can see. Can you see that? Can you? Yeah, you sure can. You can see that, right? Okay, good. So let us stop with that, because I just proved that that's not true. So 1 hour ago, that come out. So I don't know where you get your information from. Patrick, where you deal with? Let's continue.
Certified.
Why is your leader the better one?
He's the only one that's certified.
What can go so? What can go so? What can go so? Emotional damage. Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
That is funny, honey. That's funny. Oh my God, that is funny.
Yo, the man asked Dr. Dayton Campbell, why is your leader the better leader? The man says it's quite simple. He's certified. Yo. Hey man, you gotta love Dr. Dayton Campbell, man. That is the most sharpest, I'm talking about gut punching answer that you could have given. Yeah, and it's just the truth. Marky G assets and things are certified, and Andrew Honest one cannot be and will not be. Him will come out of power without his statutory declaration being certified. Isn't that a damn shame? Him shouldn't even. Hey, I always say, we know some say it. Him shouldn't be on the ballot, you know. Yo, him shouldn't be on the ballot. In Pat W, him shouldn't even be on the ballot. Believe. No joke.
As their prime minister. Why is your leader the better one?
He's the only one that's certified.
The better one.
He's the only one that's certified. But on a serious note, if we were thinking of voting just based on who the leader is, and you were to examine both of them, Mark Golden has the intellectual acumen. He does have the experience. He does have the legal background, which makes him one of the best legislators in the parliament. His business background gives him the understanding of the economic management. He has the love and the social upbringing that can resonate in South St. Andrew, where the people love him. He has the history, the strong family history of catering to members of the disabled community based on his father's history in Mona Rehab. And he has done what many thought was not possible in bringing together the PNP to be united and strong and in a position to compete and win the elections. And I do believe that the integrity point is an important point as well. If 10 years ago we were talking about somebody not being certified and taking the Integrity Commission to court, all of us would think that's the end of that person's career. So what we have is a prime minister that is unable to be certified, whereas we have the opposition leader who is certified every year. And that is significant in the minds of persons out there because corruption does rob the country of several opportunities. And so I believe I don't agree fully with your statement that people only vote based on who the prime minister is, because based on polling data that we have, 70% of persons vote based on the party. And that's why if you put a candidate in place the day of nomination, they will still poll a certain number of votes. About 20% vote based on who the leader of the parties, and the next 10% vote based on who the candidate. So the persons from Eastern St. Andrew will be able to give Auntie Favour an A for absent for today. So she won't get any.
Backside, Auntie Favour get absent.
Embarrassing.
No,
He needs some milk.
Auntie Favour. Hey, TikTok. No, Dr. Dayton Campbell beat them bad. Hold on, I have to go reverse this blouse and skirt. No, sir. Wait.
He does have the legal background, which makes him one of the best legislators in the parliament. His business background gives him the understanding of the economic management. He has the love and the social upbringing that can resonate in South St. Andrew, where the people love him. He has the history, the strong family history of catering to members of the disabled community based on his father's history in Mona Rehab. And he has done what many thought was not possible in bringing together the PNP to be united and strong and in a position to compete and win the elections. And I do believe that the integrity point is an important point as well. If 10 years ago we were talking about somebody not being certified and taking the Integrity Commission to court, all of us would think that's the end of that person's career. So what we have is a prime minister that is unable to be certified, whereas we have the opposition leader who is certified every year. And that is significant in the minds of persons out there because corruption does rob the country of several opportunities. And so I believe I don't agree fully with your statement that people only vote based on who the prime minister is, because based on polling data that we have, 70% of persons vote based on the party. And that's why if you put a candidate in place the day of nomination, they will still poll a certain number of votes. About 20% vote based on who the leader of the parties, and the next 10% vote based on who the candidate. So the persons from Eastern St. Andrew will be able to give Auntie Favour an A for absent for today. So she won't get any of the 10% that they would give to the candidate.
All right, I hear you on that. Dr. Chang, the Prime Minister, why?
Yo, Omar, when name Jazz Davis? Jazz Davis move fast, trying to Favour thing, you don't want to touch it. You understand? Favour Williams come out and put up post on Instagram, but I never authorized anybody to put up my picture and use my image. And I never agreed to any debate. Yes. I know somebody look on her Instagram, but me never did read the caption or the post. And I go to right now and show no, for those who don't know. This is for documentation purposes, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Auntie Fav was very upset. Auntie Favour was very upset. She gets an A for absent. Check this out. I did not agree to be present at a debate. Neither did I give permission for my image to be used on a debate flyer. Now, Auntie Favour, respectfully, don't you know that you're a public figure, miss? Don't you know that people are going to use your image when it comes on to flyers? All around the world, every public figure image is used on social media. What are you talking about, Favor? Your public image was not defamed. Them never put one clown something on your nose. Them never morph your image and distort it. Your image was you. There wasn't any disrespect in the image. And I'm not even a Draws Davis fan. But the truth is just the truth. What are you talking about, Favor? And you have people in the comment section, what are this grace championing on this thing? Huh? You are doing a great job, MP. Keep it up. Mighty God. No, sir. You know, look good. Pro-box government. Pro-box government. What can go so? Let's continue. This not look. Hey, man, I tell you, so them people are weak. Anybody will say I run from the debate in our politics. Them not have no confidence in them abilities. You see people there in our politics, them love debating. Because them feel like, yo, me have everything locked. Come over here so let me show you what time it is. You understand? Them believe in them intellectual fortitude, them believe in them wit, them believe in them memory. They come with them statistics and them information. And them want to make you look bad. It's a way to win elections. You go out and you debate and show the people that you know what you're talking about. But Favor, anti-Fav, you were A for absent. Embarrassing.
Embarrassing. We need some milk.
Embarrassing, anti-Fav.
Embarrassing. We need some milk.
Any of the 10%. So the persons from Eastern St. Andrew will be able to give Auntie Favor an A for absent for today. So she won't get any of the 10% that they would give to the candidate.
All right, I hear you on that. Dr. Chang, the Prime Minister, why in a straight shootout should the voters go with Andrew Michael rather than Mark Jefferson Golding?
Indeed. I have a comment from my friend about what happens on after that you can nominate the nomination day. That's interesting. After your first answer. Anyway, I think there are a number of things the Jamaican voter looks for. First thing that they look for leadership. It's something that is not very often discussed in our political arena, but the voter looks for the quality of leadership that comes forward. And it's not something you can define too easily. You get leadership who may be academically qualified and, and that's necessary. Favor here is well known to be an established person in the field of finance, a critical area in the economy from our best schools. But our Prime Minister...
Order. Sorry, Dr. Chang. Order.
Yeah. Leadership is something that comes out in the individual. And the current Prime Minister leadership during the critical period of COVID-19 was exceptional. Exceptional, not in Jamaica.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
The leadership during the critical period of COVID-19 was exceptional.
Hey, who man is this? Oh, man is this?
Is something that comes out in the individual. And the current Prime Minister leadership during the critical period of COVID-19 was exceptional.
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right. Tell about them.
Current Prime Minister leadership during the critical period of COVID-19 was exceptional.
What can go so? What can go so? What can go so?
Is something that comes out in the individual. And the current Prime Minister leadership during the critical period of COVID-19 was exceptional.
What did you say?
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Did this, blessings to you, Sassy 81, did this man just say Andrew Owen's leadership in the pandemic was exceptional? You mean the man that in his infinite wisdom decided to have an election in the middle of a global quote-unquote crisis. Nora, how you doing? And that brother that them say is exceptional. And because of that election, right, there was a spike in COVID cases. You talk about that leader there. You talk about one leader where lock down everybody else. Meanwhile, the gentleman they were named the Minister of Agriculture, Mr. No Movement Day. Shower labor right. Imam Bellum, when name Bellum or whatever they want name, they for No Movement they have party and never get charged. You talk about one leader where those sanctioning people we have in parliament pan gag order. That a leadership. Somebody will talk about transparency but don't show none. You must say, hey, you know say, now me know why you always asleep, because your brain slow, no, brother. Your brain slow bad. Me can't believe him man just said that a while ago. Make we hear that again. Hold on there.
Exceptional, not in, comes out in the individual. And the current Prime Minister leadership during the critical period of COVID-19 was exceptional. Exceptional.
Stop lying! Stop lying! Stop lying! Stop!
Not in Jamaica, but nationally, internationally. He demonstrated a quality of leadership, consistency, a steady hand, and able to handle critical issues. And that is what the Jamaican people are looking for, because we have come out of some tough times, and it needs that to take us in the next era of a country that will be peaceful and prosperous. It needs a strong hand. And Andrew Holness has demonstrated without any doubt or question or other. And the question of integrity, just remind the country that the leadership that developed and passed the Integrity Commission Act was Andrew Holness. The certification that's a fact of history. That's a fact of history that Andrew Michael Holness, that it's
order,
because legislators, all laws can go to court. And he has the right to examine the work of any institution. And if he chooses to choose to do so. There is no evidence to suggest that the Prime Minister has done anything wrong or inept or illegal or corrupt. The Integrity Commission focuses heavily on what could become administrative issues. I'm not active on the legislative profile. I'm looking on other aspects of government. But those who have looked at the law recognize that, in fact, I've heard a very senior civil servant, because the way it is structured, put the senior civil servants at a certain disadvantage causing the country concern and should be examined, because they are afraid of their shadow. Because administrative errors can be made, can be criticized and identified in any kind of activity when you deal with public life. And that's why the Integrity Commission focuses too much on administrative issues which can be questioned. They need to put more emphasis, which I noticed they have been doing in the question I'm asking recently, on the issue of accountability and fiduciary accountability. Much of what is a question the Prime Minister was is how he has presented the issue.
Yeah.
And that's in an Integrity Commission, it raises issues that we will have to look at, and I'm not blaming anybody. We'll have to look at the legislatures, and certainly in the third term is something we'll look at.
All right, here's the thing. Dr. Campbell, hold on.
Yo, respectfully, a one bag of rubbish the Secretary of JLP just chat a while ago. One bag of nonsense. Clearly, me could have do a better job answering that. Even if me did on the opposition. So he must say that because Andrew Holness passed the legislation for the Integrity Commission Act, him supposed to get brownie points to that. Well, here we go. Him lose him credibility when him carry him go court. Him lose him credibility when him never was cooperative in giving the information that the Integrity Commission needed to certify his assets. He never wanted to go any deeper in answering any questions, and this is why we are where we are. So the JLP want to make it seem as if, not being certified is just it's just a mute issue. It's not that serious. It really isn't. And then he wants to blame the Integrity Commission and then not blame them. Or say him not blame them. Two mouth. When me hear Dr. Campbell have to say, because me see my laugh and he open me mouth the first time and I know that Dr. Campbell go fix him business, you know. Hold on there. I hope they give me enough time, you know. Hold on there. Let's continue.
No, hold on. I have to let me just end. Hold on, let me end this show right here. We're gonna start a new one and give you the chance to respond, and of course.
Yo, Mr. That youth, yeah, in playbook in violating and muzzling the People's National Party is immaculate. You can't believe so the man will cut the show before the man respond to the nonsense of the man just say a while ago. So me have to wait for our next clip before me hear where Dr. Dayton Campbell have to say.
Dr. Chan can continue. But if we were to say that we've called time on the 1-year anniversary edition, I want to thank all of those. Thank you very much. May I have a roll?
Oh, may I say, people when I hear me, thank you. May I say, Mark Golden is the man for the job. Anybody have a problem with Marky G? Or for them business that Dr. Damian Crawford don't have a problem with Mark Golden. As a matter of fact, everybody in the People's National Party has fallen in line. Mark Golden, because of his attitude and his humbleness, has gained the respect, you understand, of almost everybody in the PNP, the ones that are there. You understand what I say? All of the top leader them stand behind Mark Golden. The women stand behind Mark Golden and the men stand side of him. I'm nearly say behind, because I get why a while ago. What may I say? The fact of the matter is the People's National Party is unified under Mark Golden's tutelage and leadership. You understand? And Dr. Dayton Campbell, you understand, is, I would say, not the total opposite of Mark Golden, but him is a more combative person. And he's just the perfect complement. The man has a rich wealth of brains around him. While he's not a dunce, he's very, very smart in his capacity. He's actually brilliant. So the People's National Party is good. Big up yourself, Devon Cooper. Andel, me see you. Dog, big up. You see me? The person literally named dog on TikTok. I'm not calling somebody a dog, alright? Anyway, let me know what you think about that in the comment section. See? On to the next thing.